all honored that you came, especially in spite of the beautiful weather, and happy Veterans Day to all the veterans that are here. Today we're going to welcome and introduce 2 new guardians to the cemetery.
Guarding men and women who gave their all for their country at the South Dakota Veterans Cemetery in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The unveiling of 2 meticulously sculpted guardian eagles is enough to give you the chills.
Oh, they're beautiful.
These eagles will serve as a reminder to all who enter. We have affirmed our promise to protect our protectors.
Beautiful in bronze, these creatures, crafted by local artist Jurek Jakowicz,
It's my honor and privilege.
didn't arrive at their posts overnight.
I do my sketch on a paper first, and then I build my structure.
So what I like about Jurek's work is that he is a precisionist.
Being in Jurek's garage and just watching him scribe the fletches and the feathers, and he knew it was going to sit on top of a gate, so maybe it didn't have to be that intricate, but just we all know how intricate it is.
I am originally from Poland. I came to the United States in 1985, which it's been over 30 years.
He's a U.S. citizen, but he wasn't born here. He came here. He gets it. He understands the importance of freedom.
I did the sketches. Everybody loved it.
Enlisted by Deputy Secretary Aaron Pollard with the South Dakota Department of Veterans Affairs and Sanford Health's Paul Weckman roughly a year ago.
The expression on the faces, if you will, the eyes, the beak, the whole thing is just majestic, and I love it. Everything about it. We tilted the head one way, so when people walk in or drive in, the eagle basically is going to be looking at that person. And now we try to finish the product, I guess, the final sculpture.
Jurek has been donating his time and talents.
It's just a beautiful opportunity to do something for our veterans, and it's just a honor and privilege, really.
The husband of a longtime Sanford employee, Jurek sees the organization's drive to employ and care for veterans firsthand.
This here really shows that people not only care for the welfare of patients, but also veterans who give almost everything for this country, and it's revealing who Sanford is all about. I just want to get good grip. Here we go.
Got it?
Yep.
The eagle has a place of significance in our country and with the military and with veterans and patriotism. So it only seemed right that we would have eagles at the cemetery.
Staring down the project and keeping it moving is a labor of love for all involved, especially Weckman,
I'm going to just be a little cautious right here.
a retired Navy captain.
That's the thing I'm so proud of, is our fellow veterans. It wasn't a tough sell. It was like, how much do you need? And within a couple of weeks, we completely had enough funds available to do the entire project and a little bit extra.
Transporting a dream.
He was sweating.
He's like, watch out for this boat, watch out for this boat.
One more railroad track.
Oh my.
Into reality.
You can walk past a bronze statue and go, well, there's a bronze statue, but you don't know what goes into doing that.
Look at this.
And I'm ready to paint it on. I'm applying the first coat of rubber. It's very thin coat that will pick up all the detail. The shims are dividing the sections that will be cast individually. And then the next step after that would be to put a plaster mother mold over the top of that.
The foundry, those are the things that are in the trenches that people never see.
We're calling it demolding. I'm going to pull the plaster mother mold off, and then I'll take the rubber mold off of the piece. Now we're going to pour hot wax into this.
The moment of truth. See if we do it right.
The big reveal. Looks very good. I don't see any issues with it. We dip the wax pattern into the slurry and then coat it with a fine sand on that first coat. And generally it's about 7 or 8 coats of the slurry and sand. That hollow space where the wax was is where the bronze will replace the wax. So we pulled the metal out in the crucible out of the furnace, and then we were pouring that bronze into those shells. Once the shells are cooled, we will just simply break apart the ceramic shells to reveal the bronze.
behind the welders' masks, in that smoke-filled, hot building. They're in there pouring all that molten type of bronze in these things and doing all that dirty work. They did an awesome job.
It's a community effort making a mark.
Hey, you're off the ground.
You know, if you leave this part of the country, veterans don't necessarily get that sort of reverence.
If you go straight up, you'll clear the court.
You gotta go straight up.
It's so important that we have all these community partnerships. That's what keeps, you know, veterans in the forefront, and what they've done and what they've sacrificed and what they still sacrifice.
Come down.
Almost a year ago, this was just a thought, an idea.
Paul's a champion for veterans and really cares about veterans. So it's a good partnership to have, you know. I think it's a great thing, and it seems to be working well, especially with Sanford.
By design, bringing a monumental addition to a special cemetery decades in the making, doing so side by side with local veterans.
All the veterans gave to this thing, and I want to say thank you.
A lot of the veterans groups in South Dakota, this has been something that they've been working on for decades. Just know if you did help with the project that we're forever in your debt, and we're eternally grateful for what you did. It's a good thing.
I'm the commander of the Vietnam vets here, and we were just honored to be able to contribute to this particular project. These are the guardian eagles, the guardian angels of our fallen, of those who have served and are in the process of being interred here.
Well, the eagles, they represent our freedom. It's important for veterans to know that we don't give up.
Men and women buried there, you know, they're ending their watch, the Eagles are taking their watch. They were meant to be there. Like, I notice them, I see them, I recognize them, but it feels like they've been there.
You know, that's hallowed ground. And, it's an opportunity to give back. It's an opportunity to let them know they're safe. Sorry. You know, you have friends buried there, and, you know, someday I'll be buried there. All those men and women that sacrificed. And if we can give something, just a little bit back, and show how much we appreciate their sacrifices.
It's a sacred space here for good. With Sanford Health News, I'm Matt Holson.